Hopefully this works. This is my first time doing this, so I'm not 100% on everything. I had to text Miles to ask him some things.
I mean, it said something about streaming just now.
It does?
It says we're live on YouTube.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live. Oh, welcome everybody. If we got anyone in the chat, I'll check. I think we should be good though. Oh damn, it got me for a few seconds. I wasn't even expecting anything.
What do you have on your clock? How much time does it say that Detroit has left?
It says pick is in for me.
Damn, I must be behind. All right.
Oh, what's up with the thumbnail? That's whack. I was caught off guard. Whatever. I'm gonna have to share this.
I guess I was behind, but I'm caught up now. It says pick is in for me too.
Yeah, let's see. So, all right, this is gonna be the thumbnail. Oh man. No biggie. I'll try to update that the minute this stream's over, but if that's really the thumbnail, that's me. I ain't gonna like that.
What's the thumbnail?
I mean, go look at YouTube. Go look at YouTube, like the way it just has me all looking into the camera. If you got mobile, like I could try sending it, but like, man, that's the thumbnail. How do you change?
Yeah, send me the link because I can't. I don't think you can change it until after the stream is over.
Whack as hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't be using that type of language on the stream.
I know, we'll get demonetized.
Yeah, I don't think we got even enough subs to get monetization. Did the pick go in on your end? Or did the pick go through? I mean, I think we all know it. But...
Yeah, it came through on my end. And obviously, yeah, Cade Cunningham is the best player in this draft. Definitely deserved to go number one. There's some money coming to the young boy. Number one in the draft, but there's also a lot of expectation. So I'm just glad that he gets this opportunity to play in the NBA. I mean, 20 points a game is nuts. He'll probably average 10 at least his first season. And the way it's looking, nobody else in the draft is going to challenge this guy for Rookie of the Year. So he might have that in the bag too.
Yeah. Did you say averaging 10 points though, or like that's just
in
like
the NBA? It's different between the NBA and college, and that's why I say that. Like the NBA, he's got to train from right this moment. Like he can barely celebrate this. He's got to train from right this moment, all through the rest of the summer, to get into to shape to play at the next level. So I'm just glad that he averaged 20. He's going first overall to Detroit, who definitely needs Cade Cunningham. Definitely needs Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, that's the thumbnail's gonna stay. It's even on the tweet. That's just whack.
Like I said, I think you can't change it until it's over.
Let me see if I can change this from like if I go back to YouTube. I closed that actually. I should have tried to change it before I closed it, man. Wait, actually I think I could open it from let's see if I can fix it. But Cunningham, like, what's his game like? You know, like what would you say like how would you
He's a great spot up shooter. He's a great spot up shooter. Meaning, if someone's on the fast break, Cunningham can hit a wing really quickly and pull up. I guess the best association to his game would probably be Chris Middleton. He's like a silent guy, but he can put up 25, 30 on you real quick. And Cade Cunningham in Detroit, I think, will do the same. I think they're looking to give him the ball more, especially at number 1 overall. So I think he's going to be the leader in Detroit, and we'll hope that Detroit gets traction.
All right. I think I changed the thumbnail. I'll try to do that simultaneously, so sorry about that, Josh.
It's all good, man.
I think I got it. Let's go. All right. We're still live. Okay. Man, I was wondering where everyone else at. I think Sham's already just leaked the next pick, so I don't know. Do you want to have it spoiled? He just tweeted it.
Go ahead.
It's Jalen Green already, like we were thinking. Jalen Green.
That's the idea. I think they were set on him. I hope Mobley comes in somewhere third. I think Mobley's going to be third.
Yeah, probably. I think your guys' predictions yesterday are spot on. Oh my freaking God.
Thumbnail still?
Dude, the Dodgers, man. The Dodgers are like I know this is NBA, but man, they're making progress on a deal to get Trey Turner and Max Scherzer.
If that happens, Dodgers are winning another series.
You were already trying to make bets on the Yankees a minute ago, Josh.
I have since changed my mind.
You might need to get that out of the group chat then.
It'll be gone by tomorrow. Omar won't remember.
Insane, man. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be Jalen Green, so. He played in the G League, right?
Yeah, that was his way to the draft. And since a lot of players are understanding that you can go to the G League and still get into the NBA, you don't have to do the whole NCAA tournament anymore. But Jalen Green is a good pick for the Rockets. They definitely, since trading off Harden and Westbrook couldn't work it out. There's a lot that needs to go into that. But Jalen Green is a good pick for the Rockets. He'll come in and help their offense, which they have none right now.
All right. These picks go by super quick. Already got to be silver's on the screen on mine, so. Merced. There we go. Merced, California. We need more people, man. Usually last year they had 4. I don't think we could carry the conversation on our own.
Well, I mean, I'm here. I'm gonna watch the draft either way.
Yeah, it'll be chill, I guess.
I thought more people were showing up though.
Yeah, I thought Omar was gonna show up. He hasn't showed up yet. He'll probably be here in a minute. Oh, there we go. Russell Westbrook's been traded. The Lakers one us just went through.
LA? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if that helps them or not.
I don't know, man, how him and LeBron are gonna play with each other.
Yeah, and obviously they're both top-notch competitors, but I don't know how that plays off for the Lakers. Like Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins were together, and those are two like Hall of Fame players. Like if it wasn't for DeMarcus getting hurt, DeMarcus was on par to be one of the best centers, like up there with Nikola Jokic. And so I don't know. I feel like the Lakers, there's such thing as having too much talent. And I think the Lakers might have too much talent.
That's possible. I mean, I want to also see it, but I'm just not that optimistic. Like I said earlier, like Buddy Hield, I just feel like he's cheaper. He's not gonna be demanding like some big role. He'll probably just be like a spot up, just like a 3-point shooter. Really, like just spot him up, and then he'll hit the shot if you need it. You need him to, right? Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think you need him to, and that's the important part. He has to come in and be effective. And I don't know. I think Westbrook just wanted out of DC, and Bradley Beal is like loyal to DC, and if they don't put pieces around Bradley Beal, they're probably going to have a Damian Lillard situation where you have this amazing player, and if you don't add pieces, then your team is a losing team.
Do you think them getting Montrezl Harrell, KCP, and Kyle Kuzma is necessarily gonna do that? Like, do what you're saying?
I don't think that they are going to have as much firepower, but I think Bradley Beal definitely got some help in Kyle Kuzma and KCP. I mean, Harrell is going to ball out wherever he goes. And the worst part about that is I'm worried about if Hachimura still gets the starting job. So so there are a lot of places that because of this move that Westbrook could have gone, but he's an LA native. Him and LeBron are legends. And I think that they're easily two of the top 10 players in the league. And the Lakers have 3 of them now. And that's all I'm saying. So the Lakers have so much talent is you don't know how it's all going to work out. I think the Lakers are definitely trying to repeat and go on a run now. We'll see if it happens. I think Brooklyn, if it came down to it, Brooklyn Lakers finals, I wonder what the odds are for the Lakers right now. I got to go look. Hold up.
I mean, that'd be a really again, I have my question marks about the Lakers, but if we were to see that in the finals, KD versus Westbrook in the finals, I think that would be really good TV. That'd be a very entertaining finals. We'll see.
I agree. I think it would be entertaining, but like, damn, that is a back and forth. That's a game 7. It's a game 7. Everyone's healthy. That's going to game 7.
I know. I think Omar said he'll join right now, so we'll get another guy in here to really we'll get his thoughts. Our local Lakers fan. Man, Mobley, yeah, Mobley goes third. to the Cavs.
USC, baby. There you go.
Does this mean they're moving on from Jared Allen, right? Like,
I don't think so. Jared Allen, they signed him as a restricted free agent. So Jared Allen is their guy. But I think Mobley just comes in because they want a young rebounding core. And Mobley averaged 9 rebounds per game last year. And that's exactly what they need. Between him and Jared Allen, they have no one can get to the rim.
sheesh. Ooh, it's very lengthy. Like, just kind of. Damn, it's crazy.
He is the best center in the draft, and he can get up there and he can get up the court. And it's important that those arms, he uses them. So he gets a hand in the guy's face and watches the board when the ball comes off. So that's all you really want in a successful center. I feel like Evan Mobley is going to be a sleeper in this draft, even though he's going number 3.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the Rockets regret passing on him there. I mean,
yeah, the Rockets probably will, but they definitely need somebody who is going to be a more offensive-minded player, and that's what they got.
Yeah, true. They just compared like his wingspan to Chris Bosh, so and I was kind of getting those vibes. I'm just gonna put it together at first, and I could kind of see the Chris Bosh comparison.
And that's dangerous. That's dangerous. I'm telling you, this guy is gonna be a great player for the Cavs for the future. I don't think he's doing what LeBron did, bringing a championship, but definitely a great pick for the future.
So they're probably gonna be keeping a Sexton and a Garland then, like, which is interesting, to say the least.
Okay, so this Lakers, oh my God. Okay, I gotta wait for Omar. Omar need to hurry up. Because the Wizards gave up Westbrook 2024 second round pick, a 2028 second round pick to the Lakers for Kuzma, KCP, Montrez, and then the number 22 tonight. So I'm wondering what the Wizards are thinking that they're going to take at 22.
Shoot. All right, shoot, my bad. I was looking through my browser real quick. What'd you say again? The pick. Oh, they got the Wizards got the 22nd pick.
Yeah, they get the 22nd pick tonight. And so while, yes, it's minimal to give up Westbrook, at least in their opinion, they still have Bradley Beal. They have to do something with the number 22 tonight and hope that, yeah, like, that's nuts. I don't understand. I wonder who they're taking at 22. Somebody good that they think is going to be potential is going to be on the board still.
Sure.
Or at least they're hoping they're still on the board.
I think it's just adding to that package, Wizards trying to get a little bit younger. I kind of like the Wizards, what they did there. Add some more guys to that team.
Yeah, they add some shooters. It's a lot of potential. But I think Bradley Beal just wanted some help. And I think now they're going to choose to go to a 3-point threat team because all of those guys are shooters.
Sure. If you think what do you think the Warriors are going to do though now with Bradley Beal being pretty much seeming that he wants to stay in Washington, and because I could have sworn I thought I was seeing all over Twitter that Warriors were supposed to be making a move for him, but recently it just came out that he wants to stay.
Yeah, no, he's loyal to Washington because he has been there for so long. He doesn't want all his hard work to pay off for nothing. And I can understand that. But Bradley Beal could go out every game for 82 games and score 50 points a game. And if they don't put pieces around him, Washington's not going to win a championship. So I think he wants to know what pieces are going to come in. And right now, KCP, Kuzma, and Montrezl Harrell will help Washington be a contender. If they can mesh well, I feel like Washington can take an AC.
That's the hope there. Scotty Barnes to the Raptors.
I feel bad for Jalen Suggs, but also he didn't want to go to Canada anyway. Scotty Barnes really should have gone earlier too. Like there is talent in this draft, like a lot of talent, and Scotty Barnes is some talent. Top 4.
Looks like Omar's joining up now, so get another guy in here.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good, how about you, Omar?
I know you're feeling good right now.
Hey, man. Did you see the baseball news? And
Also, Russell Westbrook.
today has just been
It's been a roller coaster for you, I can tell.
I have no idea, man. Today's just been wild. Today's just been I completely forgot the draft was going on, man, honestly. Like today's just been like, nah, I'm kidding. Like, no, there was just so many things that I just like wow, like I still have to like
which one threw you off first? Buddy Hield? Was it that they were going for Buddy and then like 2 seconds later you found out that they were like going for Westbrook?
Well, I figured the Buddy Hield thing was gonna happen, just because like all the talk and everything, and I was like, it's gonna happen. But then like, you know, you get the Buddy Hield news, and then literally like not even like 2 minutes later, you get the Shams notification of like, oh, they're like talking for Westbrook, and I was like, wait, hold up, what the, like, where did that come from? But yeah, that was just, yeah, honestly, I did not expect that at all. I don't know if you guys have talked about it, but damn, I don't know. We'll see how it works out, but honestly, I'm still kind of shocked about that. Not gonna lie.
I think y'all are. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He probably put one call into Russ, and the next thing you know, like they were like, oh, we're going for Buddy LeBron. And LeBron was like, no, hold on. I can get us Russ.
I mean, they still technically could get Buddy too.
So are they still, what do they give up now?
So basically, like the way, so what I was saying is like, apparently the deal's not done yet, and it won't be done until August 6th when the new league year starts. But by then, if Dennis Schroeder signs somewhere, they can make it like a multiple team deal. So then they can get more cap space from that. Because remember last year when the Dante DiVincenzo news came out and he got traded to Sacramento, and then the Kings got in trouble because they couldn't do that because technically it still wasn't free agency. And I'm pretty sure that they're just waiting for like free agency to actually start for them to announce the Dennis Schroeder thing. But they still could work out a way that they can actually get both. And if they get both, then that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I think so too. I think even with Westbrook, y'all have already become one of the most dangerous teams in the West. If y'all can get everybody on the same page. B, if y'all get Buddy Hield, that's your 3-point shooter right there. He literally won 3-point contests and was on a team where he didn't get put in and they're down by 3. So the Kings, that's what I was saying in the group chat. Like the Kings and the Lakers statistically do not work together. But if y'all can still grab Buddy, I know he probably wants out of sack by now anyway.
And that's the thing. I think there's some kind of leverage there of like, you know, what are the Kings really going to get in return, right? Like, what do they realistically think to get in return for Buddy Hield, especially if they really want to move him and he's kind of done there. But I don't know. I'm on the other side of things, though. I'm curious what you guys think about the Wizards side of things, because it's like Bradley Beal wants to stay in DC, but it's like you're gonna bring in a point guard. Apparently, they want like Dinwiddie or Schroeder, right? But it's like, do you think they got better, or what do you think of the Wizards?
That's what I was just telling Patrick. Like, I think without Westbrook, they're probably about the same level right now. Picking up Kuzma, KCP, and Montrez tonight gives them the opportunity to get some talented, experienced players next to Bradley Beal, guys that can shoot. And the only thing I could hope for them is they can probably make an 8 seed, 7 seed in the East with that roster that they have now. But I'm worried what they do with the number 22 tonight because they have to bring in somebody. And I'm also worried about Rui Hachimura's job because he is an excellent 3 and 3-4, and they're bringing in all these players, and Kuzma plays the 3-4. So I'm worried about Hachimura, but I feel like Hachimura is still a starter. They've invested in him since they drafted him, and he's been showing out.
I think it'll be fine. I think Trez more than anything helps out that bench unit a lot, and KCP might too, depending on like if they do go out and sign a point guard, and they don't want to play like a super small lineup, then they can play KCP off the bench. But I think like in terms of depth and everything, they're pretty. I think they definitely got better from that side because like, I mean, if you look at them in the playoffs, they're like Saturansky and like Ish Smith were playing like legit minutes in like the playoff rotation. And like, no offense to them, but like really, like is that the best you could do for Bradley Beal? So I think in terms of depth pieces, they definitely got a lot better. So I mean, they still have to do a lot more, but at first I was kind of like, what are the Wizards doing? Does that mean Beal's gone? But it seems like they're just kind of opening things up so they could stay flexible to add some more pieces.
Jalen Suggs to the Orlando Magic.
That was actually a surprise. I thought Jalen Suggs was going to Toronto.
Yeah, I thought he was earlier. I thought he was going one earlier. But, I mean, it happens. He's staying in the U.S., and he's going to Florida.
Jalen Suggs. So you're gonna have like the
what happened to his draft stock? Because like that game-winning shot had his draft stock through the roof, and everyone was like, "He's going number one. He's going number one."
I think. Oh, what the heck? Terrell Suggs is his cousin? I had no idea.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that before when we were like he was a 4-star quarterback too. Like before, like he was working out with like Quincy Avery, who's like a quarterback like guru, like trainer. Like he's the same guy who trains a lot of like quarterbacks, and he was gonna work with him, but then basically Quincy told him like, "Hey, you should probably just stick to the basketball. I think you're better at that."
That's a good choice. It's a very good choice.
Yeah. Also, so he was destined to go to a league. He was going to the league one way or another.
That's crazy.
4 stars aren't always guaranteed, but he's talented. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, like, do you think
crazy talented? That's why I was worried about his draft stock.
So, does that mean like Cole Anthony's coming off the bench, or what's going to happen there?
Probably, maybe they'll compete for a little bit. I probably expect Jalen to take that spot sooner rather than later.
Well, Cole Anthony, just give Cole Anthony this year. If he can't figure it out, then yeah, it's probably going to be Jalen.
And then what are they going to do with Markelle Fultz too when he comes back?
He can get traded. I don't think they're happy with him because of his injury, but I feel bad for Markelle Fultz.
He was playing solid though. That's the thing. Markelle Fultz is doing
before
really
the injury, yeah.
So maybe Cole Anthony's a bit expendable, but I'm not too sure But I think it's just more of a best player available because I'm honestly surprised that Scotty Barnes got picked where he did. I thought Scotty Barnes was going to go a bit lower, but I mean, let's see, one of like the 30,000 OKC first rounders. I wonder what they're going to do here. I'm surprised they didn't like try to either trade down or trade up or something.
Is there a way to see like Twitter live streams on replay? Because I saw Ryan was doing one of those in a room or whatever. Like, and I kind of want to replay that just because I'm willing to bet it's comedy gold.
I think you can. You have to open it, and then. But like, I think it's like if it's still ongoing, I don't think you can. Like, you basically have to wait for it to be over.
It's over now. Like, but so I don't think I could get it. Yeah. Was and I was trying to get in there, but
I saw him comment under
Ken Rosenthal.
Yeah, and he's like, I thought you said he was going to the Padres. I was like, I could just hear the hurt from that tweet. Like I could just hear like the pain from that tweet.
Oh my.
And he was so upset. He was so sure last night, and he was so upset once we started blasting the Padres.
So they have to be back in the market for Barrios, right? Like if they're not getting Scherzer.
They have to. They really do. Dang. I don't get why it was reported. Maybe I don't know. Like if they were close to a deal, like I don't know. I thought like when Ken Rosenthal said like, oh, they're close to agreeing to a deal, it's like, and then like a couple minutes later they came out like, oh, there's no deal done yet, and it's like why report it at that point? What's the point of that?
You guys know who Josh Giddey is?
Yes, he is possibly a Memphis Grizzly. Wait, hold up. No way. What? Josh Giddey to OKC.
Yeah, like it just got leaked by Shams. Like what? I did not hear that name once. So
I heard it on the introductions, and I heard it like when they were talking about is he from Turkey or something, or is he German? Which one is he from? Where's he
Australia.
from? Thank you. Yes, they were talking about international players, and they were saying that he was from a different country. But yeah, that's all I had heard of him before going to OKC right now, I guess.
That's a bit of a reach. I'm not gonna lie, because he was like projected probably like I want to say like 10-ish. So he remember you know how Memphis moved up from 17 to 10, right? Everyone thought that Giddey was going to be the pick at 10, but apparently not.
let's see it. I want to just kind of see the highlights. You know, usually I can feel like I have the ability after seeing highlights to know that player's future. So, you know, let's see those.
I like that they do the little player comparisons to like who they're most compared to. You can see like what their potential could be.
They're great to look back on too, like because some of them are really funny.
The Warriors are going to be up next then. If they don't get a James Book Night, they're unserious about basketball. Or Kuminga would be solid, but I don't know.
I was just about to say Kuminga would be good, but they already have like a decent depth in that. How far? Okay, so Shams leaked it, and then they just announced the pick.
Yeah, Shams like leaks it like a minute before they announced it, or so, like a minute or two.
Like Shams is like backstage, is like y'all taking Giddey. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tweet this.
I don't know if he like probably has someone like in the like the draft room of like the team.
Knowing Shams, he's probably got somebody in like the front office. It's like, who are y'all taking? Send him a quick text, and it's over.
That's my guess too. Or I know there's like a representative backstage like for each team that like takes the pick, and maybe he just sees it from there. But I don't know. The Josh Giddey one's a bit of a surprise to me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he's going a little early, and the weird thing is, like, I feel like it's a power move by OKC because they knew he was probably going to go at 10, and they're probably going to try and trade him for somebody else.
I don't know.
I mean, it's
Well,
like
look, players get traded on draft night all the time.
Like I said yesterday, like the gap between like 4 or 5 and like the ret and like 4 or 5 to 20 is like not super huge. So it's like I mean if you really like a prospect, then I guess you really go for him. But whoa.
You good? What happened?
I'm just seeing the return for Max Scherzer
Westbrook?
and
Oh. What Scherzer get?
Josiah Gray and Caber Ruiz, which are like two pretty good prospects. I kind of get the Caber Ruiz one because like it's like no joke. The Dodgers have like they have their catcher, like they have Austin Barnes and Will Smith right now, and then they like two of their highest rated catchers, two of the high rated prospects are catchers. So it's like they have like so many catchers. I figured one of them was on the way out. Apparently, Giddy looked good like in the exhibition games against Team USA. Because he played it in the exhibition games in Vegas, like I think it was like a week or two ago, and apparently looked pretty solid.
They are digging into the Warriors right now.
Dang.
To live my dream of playing in the NBA and to have the support from my family and friends from back home, it means a lot to me. So I'm just looking forward to showing them what I can do on the world stage.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to you both, but especially you, Josh.
Just noticed Miles was in the chat. He was saying, "What do you guys think of Scotty Barnes over Jalen Suggs?"
I mean, Scotty Barnes, it's like the thing about him is that he's like his big thing is he needs to really work on his jump shot. So like he's still like a work in progress in terms of like offensively, but I mean, I think based off like what they saw in the playoffs, the Raptors were like a wing 6'8". He has good size, so they're like, if they can develop him into something, then wing is more valuable. But I don't know. Jalen Suggs is. I don't know. Jalen Suggs' defense is really good. I don't know. I guess Scotty Barnes is like a TBD, right? Like you're not going to see it year one. I guess that's what I would say. I'm surprised the Warriors are actually going to pick, considering how they treated James Wiseman last year. Yeah. All right, it's going to be Kuminga at 7.
Yeah, that's what I figure. Kuminga's like their best choice.
So you think this is pretty much like, I don't know, maybe signaling that they're ready to kind of get going with a new era? Like I figured if they wanted to go all in, they'd trade both their picks, but I don't know.
I mean, they also couldn't trade him for like just anyone, Like if like a Bradley Beal was available, I think that'd be solid. But if the Sixers want like, 4 first, Wiseman and Wiggins for Ben Simmons, it's like you're not really just gonna do that just to do it either. So, I mean, I get it, but they gotta hope that they're ready to just go out there and compete, because like the aspirations are like you got to come in and we trying to be a legit like West playoff team, right? So I don't know. Definitely not the regular spot for a rookie to join.
Definitely crazy. I mean, if you're gonna like, I don't know, man. Like, just like it seems like to me that they're gonna be moving on from Curry within like a few years. When does his contract like expire?
So apparently they were just Woj said that they were discussing trades for the 7th pick, but Kuminga was at the top of the board if they kept it. So, and he just tweeted the talks are basically dying down. So it seems like it's like the pick is going to be theirs, I guess. Jalen Rose's suit is crazy. That's an insane suit.
Wow.
Oh dang! The Magic have another pick. I forgot. Oh
Don't
yeah,
remind me,
sorry,
Anwar,
Pat.
don't remind me.
Sorry, Pat. I forgot. I was literally just remembering right now, like, why do they have another pick? And then I was like, oh, whoops.
Whatever. We got Nikola Vucevic. It's game over. And the Bulls are the 6th seed next year. Gonna have an Atlanta Hawk type run.
I mean, I don't know about that, but they definitely will be better. Let's see.
Comparison for Jonathan Kuminga is Jalen Brown compared to it. So like for the back to baseball, I guess for a second, like is like that trade, like it's still like up in the air, right, for both the Dodgers and the Padres, like, but it's leaning toward the Dodgers right now, or like.
It seems like it's pretty sure it's gonna be the Dodgers. I like because like now they actually like have like the players like which prospects it would be, and it seems like it's pretty like it's not, obviously nothing official yet, but they finally have like names. So unless like the Padres just like offer like or like anyone else just offers like I don't know something like that'll beat that trade, I think I'm pretty sure they're gonna get Trey Turner and Scherzer. And the crazy part is that Trey Turner still has one more year left on his deal, so that's why it's also probably going to be a steep price because it's like he still has one more year of left, so that's going to be big. Orlando is selecting Franz Wagner at 8.
Yeah, that's that German cat. He's good.
That's what's his name? Mo Wagner's brother. The Laker legend Mo Wagner. That's his brother right there. He's still really young, and like, not gonna lie, he kind of looked like a fraud in that NCAA tournament game against UCLA. Didn't look great, but he's pretty solid, honestly. I mean, 6'9", he's 19.
Top 10 pick.
He can kind of stretch the floor, so he's pretty solid. Poor Kings, man. The Kings, like, apparently the Kings were one of the teams that the Kings were the team that promised Wagner that they were going to pick him at 9. And then where did he get chosen? 8. So it's like, oh man.
That would have been a great addition to the Kings, though. Like, I would have been extra happy to go to the California Classic.
So who do you think the Kings are picking then? They can't go guard, right?
I don't even know. I hope it's Devion Mitchell. I think he's probably their next best. Like,
really?
Yeah, I'm that's just a hope.
But like another guard, like you're gonna have.
Especially if you're trying to move Buddy. Especially if you're trying to move Buddy.
But the thing is that if you're gonna move Buddy, that's the whole point of it is to have more minutes of De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton playing together, right? And then you're gonna add in a 6'1" guard. Like, I don't know how much that makes sense, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if they go like Jalen Johnson, 6'9", small forward. I think like Jalen Johnson, something. Yeah, I think I wouldn't be shocked if they went that way.
We'll see. We'll see. Is this for real though? Like I'm looking at like someone just posted on Twitter like a screenshot of like them breaking down like Gibby and is like basically his weaknesses. They had it listed as ball handling, shot creation, outside shooting, on ball defense, athleticism. I'm like, I think listed all that. Yeah, like those are his weaknesses.
That's pretty much everything.
Yeah, like he's not good at basketball. Like that's got a derby.
Like I said, him. Scotty Barnes is a bit of a like. It's a bit of a like a, I guess, a project. Like they're not gonna come in day one and just like light it up like Anthony Edwards and LaMelo did last year, right? But they have potential, but I don't know. Kuminga was like really hyped though. He was like for the longest time it was like he's gonna be a top 4 pick for sure. He was one of the ones that was probably gonna get picked, but I don't know.
Oh my! This pretty much. I'll share it with you, Omar. This tweet pretty much perfectly like encapsulate. I don't even know the word, but you know it pretty much captures my draft experience. I would say it, but it's got.
Hearing that Max Scherzer has approved Dodgers as a destination and the deal to send him and Trey Turner to LA is close. Let's go. Honestly, yeah, honestly, like this draft specifically, I thought that I didn't really know much. Like I knew the top guys, but I didn't, outside of that, I didn't really know much. But in the last week, I've really like gone into like listening to like a bunch of podcasts and watching like videos of like people breaking them down. So I'm not gonna say like, obviously I'm not gonna sit here and like break down these players, but from what I've heard, like I know like some of them. Like I know Franz Wagner. I did watch him a couple of games at Michigan, and he's pretty solid. But he's still really young too. He played 2 years and he's barely 19. So he has some time to go. I think isn't Mo Wagner?
I think Orlando's hoping that they pick their Jokic or their Doncic in this situation. They're like international player who played a little bit pro and brings that over here.
Isn't Mo Wagner on the Magic? His brother? Am I wrong?
I think Wizards, right? I could have sworn they got him.
No, because then the Wizards traded him to the Celtics, but I think the Celtics traded him to the Magic for Evan Fournier, I want to say. I don't know. I need to check that.
Yeah, he's with the it says he's with the Magic.
Oh, wow.
Unless did I search up the wrong one?
I mean, I like. Oh yeah, I don't like. I mean, I don't hate.
Kings should take Kispert.
Kings?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm not saying they're going to. I'm just saying they need help at the 3 position more than anywhere else.
That's a bit of a reach, honestly. It's a bit of a reach. I'm telling you, I think Jalen Johnson would be like pretty solid. Unless they want to go like center, they could pick like the guy from Turkey. I forgot his
Sengun or whatever. Yeah.
But I don't really know what they want like in terms of that. But I'm really curious of like what they want. Let's see, did they tweet it out? Oh, they did pick Davion Mitchell. What the heck?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's not even about like, it's not even about just getting another guard. It's about like, if you're going to move Buddy, you have to fill that position. And so Buddy has to get dealt now. And I would not be surprised if he gets dealt to the Lakers.
Oh yeah, Buddy's out of there. Like even if let's say even if Buddy doesn't end up on the Lakers, he's gone. Like he's going somewhere, right? Like he's gonna be somewhere.
We're going to get a guy that can take shots. He's a terrific defensive player. He's really competitive, and he's a great teammate.
What I was reading is that I think like I'm pretty sure like the reason you haven't heard any Buddy Hield talk is because they can't like talk about a sign and trade yet because obviously like the new league year hasn't started, and that would make sense because they don't want to get Lakers and tampering. It's not really a great mix as we've seen.
And the Kings got fined last year. Patrick actually was talking about it. Like they got fined last year for doing the same thing.
So that's why it's like there's a reason. I'm pretty sure that's the reason we haven't really heard anything on because like aside from like the Lakers were working on Buddy Hield thing, like we haven't really heard anything else, right? Like that's it. That's all we've heard from Buddy Hield. I just don't know. I mean, I like Davion Mitchell. I just think it's a bit of a reach because I thought he was gonna go like mid first.
And I think that's what the Kings thought too. But I mean, if he slid down to them, then you might as well. Even if you don't need the guard position. But this definitely gives Buddy some incentive, like them some incentive to move Buddy.
Let's see what is Memphis gonna pick Book Night? Dang. All right, let's see. Another future disgruntled Sacramento King.
I mean, that's messed up, but you're not wrong. He probably gonna get tired of the Kings real quick. But I think that's what Monty being in the front office now is going to change all that.
Wow, what a flex. Having the national championship trophy there. It's a great flex.
So you're saying this pick is a little bit of a reach?
Not necessarily a reach. Like he's a really good player. I just don't know the fit, right? But I guess I get like Josh's point of like they have to replace Buddy Hield. But it's like I'm pretty sure he's gonna come off the bench for now. And I don't see any situation where Fox or Halliburton like in the next like 5 years leave. So it's like I mean, unless they play like a 3-guard lineup, right? Maybe, which is possible. Like it's not impossible, but I just think that's kind of because he's 6'1", 200 pounds. So it's not like he's like this like super huge guy, but I don't know. Moses Moody hasn't gotten picked yet. James Bouknight hasn't gotten picked yet.
Will reply with like his reaction.
Oh yeah, I wonder what Will's gonna say about that. I wonder if he likes the pick. I should have asked him who he wanted. Zaire Williams. What? What is up with like just teams just like reaching at right now? What's going on?
It's if you were not expecting these players to drop to 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, you know what I mean? Like you have to pick them because it's an opportunity at a golden goose, and you don't want to pass that opportunity.
But like Zaire Williams was like, okay, Zaire Williams actually like he's pretty solid. Like he's like pretty. I mean, he wasn't like eye popping, but he has potential. But people thought like, oh, like he's gonna be like a mid to late first round, like if you could take a swing on them. But like going at number 10. That's crazy. Especially since, like, I don't know, they traded up like that. Like, you know how, remember they made the Eric Bledsoe and Steven Adams trade? Like, they traded up for that? I don't know. I thought Book Knight
Yeah, and
was
that's
like,
what I was just looking at that. Like that doesn't make sense. But at least they have Valanciunas now, and they still have what 17 and 21st left, so they get 3 picks in this first round.
You know, in an era where we focus on the offense, you don't normally see a highlight tape featuring just defense, right? But this young man, my favorite story today, Jalen, is he flew to the NBA Finals because he was obsessed with watching Drew Holiday and the Bucks play defense.
all right, listen to this tweet. Listen to this tweet, all right? All right, Josh? The Kings once passed on Luka because they didn't think Fox and another ball handler would work. Where's Mitchell going to play next to Fox and Halliburton? I don't know, man. It's a pretty good
Because
point.
Monty runs it differently. I'm telling you, like this new Kings front office is exactly the way that Houston used to be when they picked up James Harden. So I think that there is some structure behind it, but I do understand the skepticism from Kings fans. It makes sense. The Kings have busted way more than twice in the last 5 years. So I understand it.
I guess, but like, I don't know. Number 8 recruit. Yeah, I mean Zaire Williams is like a pretty high recruit, but I don't know.
And that's all you have to think about is like he's a high recruit. He dropped because they thought that he would probably go to the Kings. But he's a baller, like hands down. Like Stanford. Their second triple-double ever. Like in school history. Zaire Williams. I think what that leads to down the road is like potential. Because if you can do it in college, then you can absolutely do it in the NBA.
All right, let's see. What do you think? What are you looking at for the Hornets? What do they need? I think they definitely need a big man for sure. They need a big man, possibly another guard, like a scorer, like another scorer. But that's probably like
See, but that's the thing. I don't think it's about need as much as it's about what's available when you come up. Because outside of the number 1, 2, and 3, they probably had no idea who they were going to pick until like after that. So if someone drops to a favorable number for them, then they're absolutely taking that person. So even if they need a big man, who knows if they pick one? It might be another guard.
Moses Moody.
Somebody play along Lonzo.
Well,
now I don't think so, but
go ahead, Josh.
No, you good. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, the trade's been finalized. It's going through.
The Scherzer one?
Yes, it's gone through.
Man, can't believe we're gonna win the World Series again. Like that's crazy. Like that's crazy to think about. Like the Dodgers are gonna win the World Series again. Like that's insane.
Yeah, all they had to do was spend $50 million more in the second team.
Well, for one, the Padres have been the ones that have signed 2 of the biggest contracts in recent history. With Manny Machado and
Still spending $75 million more.
And some of the Dodgers' money is from players that they grew themselves. So, I mean, if your goal is to build up prospects, eventually you have to pay them, which the Dodgers have done that. See, I need to find a Photoshop here. I need to find like a good Photoshop right now.
What if we get Ryan in here? That'd be kind of funny.
Man, why couldn't we have the episode like tomorrow? Like that would have been an amazing episode if it was tomorrow.
that really would have.
Ryan wouldn't show up if it was tomorrow.
I mean, I just saw a tweet basically saying that like AJ Preller has 18 hours to basically respond with his own trade, and I think he's probably gonna do something. I wouldn't be surprised.
And like I don't know. I mean, definitely has. I mean, that's more than enough time, but at the same time, like it felt like this whole day it was like specifically trying to get Scherzer, right? Like it felt like it was like that's the main thing they were focused on, and it's like now that this happened, like you have to shift your focus onto someone else. Like I don't know. I'm pretty sure they could, but it's like it's got to be like, dang, we had a deal ready, but
Yeah, I saw also like a tweet basically saying that they were out on Barrios. Like basically like they weren't even in on Barrios anymore. Like the four contending teams were like the Giants, well not the Dodgers anymore, but they were mentioned in that tweet, and the Rays and the Red Sox, I think. So it's like they got to get back into that. We're at 11, right? Who's picking?
yeah, the Hornets are picking right now.
Yeah, and then after the Hornets, it's the Spurs.
Who do you want, Josh?
They should go. They should go. The Spurs should go for like a.
I'll take that center, the one who the Kings didn't pick.
They should go for Book Night, man. I'm telling you, he's an insane. Like I saw some of his like his video. Like he was one that like, oh damn, like that one's crazy. But and it could be like a solid like DeMar replacement because DeMar is gone. Like there's no way he's coming back. Or it depends who they pick here. Oh, Charlotte got James Booknight from UConn.
Sorry, Josh.
I mean,
I just saw your
Moses
retweet.
Moody. Moses Moody is still there.
Which one?
Moses Moody for the Spurs.
I have no idea who the Spurs have in mind at 12. Watch it be James Booknight.
Yeah, and he's gone now. Oh well. But yeah, I mean that makes sense. Like I said, they just need another guard to run along Lonzo. And if Lonzo drives or he stops, you can run to the rim. And I think that's going to be a good combination right there. Rookie of the year. And I mean, they just got another shooter. So let's hope that Charlotte can pull out of this hole with one of the greatest at the helm.
I think, like I said, I think the Spurs should pick a guard here, but I wouldn't be shocked if they pick some like European player here. I would not be shocked if they would.
We'll see. I mean,
they're gonna pick that center from Turkey. I can already see it.
That's what I was saying, and that would be total Spurs culture right there. Like total Spurs.
Corey Kispert. I don't know if I like him.
I would take Kispert. I don't know how I feel about him meshing well with our offense, but I would absolutely take Kispert. But I know that we need, and like I said, it's not necessarily about need, but I know that we need a big guy who can rebound, and the dude from Turkey, Alperen, is that what his name is? Sengun would be a great addition to the Spurs, especially because we need a guy who can rebound.
Hey man, he was a Turkish league MVP last year, and when he was 18. That's crazy.
A lot of potential there. I mean, it just feels so weird just like watching this and literally having no idea what's going on at all. Like the NFL draft, like I literally knew almost everything about it, but this is just like.
But to be fair though, I think like the last two drafts for the NBA have been very, I wouldn't say rushed, but it's very like it doesn't even give you a chance to like catch up on everything, right? Like because in the NFL one, it's in April, right? Like late April, so basically like the season ends in February, and there's like this whole lead up, right, for like 3 months, and like the NBA, it's like, oh, the finals ended last week, and here you go, the draft this week, you know?
Yeah, 100%. So
I definitely could see like why it's like if you're not like I guess looking forward to the draft, like or if you're not focused on the draft, like it's kind of hard to just like all of a sudden just go all in like the same way you do for football. Let's see. Do you think the Warriors would go after Kispert?
I don't know. They're big.
I mean, Kispert's like a small forward,
Oh,
but he's like he shot 44% from three in college. Like it was crazy. Like he's crazy good from three. He's like almost automatic.
Somebody said Monk and Graham on borrowed time. It's facts. It's facts.
all right. The Spurs are on the clock. Let's see who they're getting, Josh. I'll tell you if he's any good based off his highlights. I'll let you know.
It's crazy how like the suit game has evolved. By like everyone was just wearing like baggy suits, and now it's like these crazy designs.
Yeah.
I love it though, because it's like it's players showing that they have style, but they can also ball out when they want to. Like Westbrook was one of the first players to like, well, okay, correction. Allen Iverson was one of the first players to like change what players can wear in the NBA. And that's why I love it. Like stepping up the suit game is just the beginning.
Yeah,
the
man.
tunnel walks are like one of my favorites, like watching NBA players walk through the tunnel.
Hey, yo, Kai Jones would be a good pick. I saw what you retweeted, Josh. That'd be
Yeah, I saw that.
Kai Jones is like he's pretty like he's gonna take a while to like but he has potential.
We do have a while because we still have a pretty young core, but I think we're making a leap this year, and I feel like the only way we make a humongous leap is if we grab Sengun. But
I mean,
Kai Jones would be a very good fit.
The thing is that Texas basketball is like not exactly the best run offense, especially they don't really run through the big man as much as they should. And like Kai Jones is like pretty good because I surprisingly saw like a good amount of Texas games, especially in the tournament, and it's like, I didn't love it. Like I didn't love like the way they ran their offense. But I mean, he shot 38% from three. For someone that's 6'11", that's pretty solid.
Yeah, but we don't necessarily need a three-point shooter. We need somebody to replace what LaMarcus Aldridge used to do, and that was all mid-range and rebound, and that's all we really need. We need guys that are under the rim because we have the shooters, we have the points. It's hard to develop those players, but Keldon Johnson is making a leap last year. Like Team USA, Keldon Johnson. They're not playing too well, but Team USA, Keldon Johnson. And he's
Keldon
the one.
Johnson looks good though. Like he has the tools.
And that's all we want. I think that we have what we need right now to like make playoffs, potentially win championship in the next 5 years. Given like AD and LeBron retire. Hey, stop it. Hey, given like AD and LeBron retire, or Kevin Durant and James Harden retire, they win a ring and they all retire. I feel like the Spurs, I won't say next 5 years. I'll say next 10. I'll say next 10 because we have the potential. And the way Keldon Johnson's made that leap this year, our young guys are going to be pulling us in that direction here soon enough.
Basically, what you're telling me. So basically, what you're telling me is if every good player retires, then the Spurs maybe have a chance, right?
Yes. That's about right. So, and you know what? They're all pushing 30s. Oh, I was gonna say, damn, Giannis. Okay, all right, okay. So
Giannis is gonna disappear. So Luka's gonna disappear.
Giannis doesn't have to disappear. Luka can stay on there. Trae Young can stay.
Zion's gonna disappear. Is Zion gonna disappear too, or like
Zion can stay there? But the weird thing is, I feel like Keldon Johnson is like that kind of potential, like Zion potential, but in a smaller body. Yes, I know it's steep. But like, if you look at the way, and I watched almost every Spurs game last year, and Keldon Johnson is a
What?
deciding factor in most of our games. Like, I
Bro,
mean, DeJounte
what?
Murray's going to do what DeJounte needs, but I feel like Keldon Johnson, who they picked, because I jumped off Twitter.
Josh Primo.
Who the hell is who is
He was
that?
literally he was literally like an early second round projection. Early second
That's
round,
what I'm
late.
saying. Oh, we done wasted this shit. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. That's a good reaction. That's a good reaction.
Oh my lord.
You have no idea how many times Bob cursed on the NFL draft one. So I think you're
I
fine.
knew Kyle Shanahan wasn't a idiot. Oh, they got Sertan. That was hella funny.
Yo, I'm trying to figure out like what direction the Spurs are going now, because I just hyped them up like hard as hell, and like I feel like we have a young core that can get us to some very good heights, but I don't understand this pick.
I mean, if you're gonna pick that, if you're gonna pick them, might as well trade back, right? Especially in a draft where like shooting guard, it seems like there's like a pretty decent amount of shooting guards. Bro,
He's the youngest player in this draft, so he's really young. Potential there.
Woj is ridiculous. Look at what he tweeted. You know how like they told him and Shams to like not spoil the draft, right? So Woj just tweeted, Indiana is thrilled at the idea of Chris Duarte available at 13. They're thrilled with the idea. So he's not saying that they're gonna pick him. He's saying that they're thrilled with the idea.
I mean, Shams like kind of breaking the rules though. I mean, he's leaked like a few of them already.
Yeah, Shams is going off like 2 minutes, 3 minutes before the pick is in.
Josh, I could tell by the highlights though that you guys just got a stud, future all-star player.
Okay,
there.
whatever. 8 points,
The
4
highlight.
rebounds, 38% from 3-point.
Didn't Patrick Williams like average like 4 points in college? Like, I don't think the averages matter too much.
No, but like those are your numbers coming in. Like, I wonder what the Spurs saw at his workout and were like, you know what, that's our guy. That's our guy. And they clearly used most of the 5-minute clock, so they probably weren't even decided on Primo when it came around. But I really don't understand this pick. I don't understand it at all.
I don't either. So now the Spurs have Lonnie Walker, DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Josh Primo, and Trey Jones. Those are all guards right there.
Yeah, and I don't understand it.
Dang, no way, Moody. Moody's actually gonna be there at 14 for the Warriors. They better not mess this up.
The Pacers get him. Wait, who did you say the Pacers are gonna want?
Chris Duarte. He's the guy from Oregon. He's a guy that's 24. I think he's the oldest player in this draft. It's pretty great.
That's one you mentioned yesterday, right? 24-year-old. Yeah.
He's 24. Which obviously is not old, but like in NBA years, it's like we were talking about it. Like, I don't think like Devin Booker's 24, like Luka's not even 24, Jason Tatum's not even 24.
Y'all, Spurs Twitter is in shock right now. Like, none of them. Okay, I'm gonna read y'all some tweets. Bruh, who? And another guard? The F we doing? That's 1. What the hell? LOL. That's 2. Spurs front office. All of them gotta go now. That's 3. Bruh, Spurs Twitter is like, nah, I'm not happy with it. I don't even know what we're doing.
Another guard. Maybe they're trying to run an all guard lineup.
Small ball? I don't. Oh my God, no.
Extreme small ball. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. I did hear I did hear that what's his name? Rick Carlisle. Well, this is like shifting to the Indiana thing, but Rick Carlisle apparently doesn't really like young players, like really young players. So the Chris Duarte pick kind of makes sense because he's like obviously he's going to be a rookie, but he is kind of old. Oof. People are like, this is the worst lottery selection I've seen in recent memory.
Like, who is Josh Primo? Like that. That is why. Like he's a top 15, and who is he? Like I don't understand. I'm confused.
Like what I'm saying is that like this draft is actually pretty solid when it comes to shooting guards. Like like this draft is actually pretty good when it comes to that. It's not really huge on bigs as much as, but like shooting guards and like athletic wings, it's pretty solid. And then you go for like a second round projected. I don't know what they're doing, dude.
Man. So you guys want to end it after this pick, or are we just gonna? If you guys want to go a few more, that's also cool. If there's any guys you want to see get picked,
It's up to you.
or wait, even we're at 13, or we still got 14, but I'm down for whatever.
Well, technically we're at 13, but Woj is just like one pick ahead. Woj and Shams are one pick ahead, so
Yeah, who did Duarte to the Pacers?
Duarte, yeah.
Duarte, yeah. Yeah, I read that like 5 minutes ago. My team, yeah, like we can do what y'all feel.
I forgot that like literally Woj announced the Chris Duarte pick like 6 minutes ago. Like the pick's been announced for 6. Do you think? Well, I mean, obviously they get the call beforehand, right? But like, do you think they like? There's a chance they get spoiled, or no?
What's up?
You think there's a chance like that the picks get like spoiled like for the players themselves, or do you think they call them first?
I think they're all. I'm pretty sure they're gonna start getting spoiled like crazy once they're out of the lottery. Like we're gonna know like who's getting picked. You remember that one year where like a fan was like calling out the picks before they got named in the second round?
Yeah.
That's still one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Just like, was it Mark Tatum going up to announce the pick, and then you'd see a random fan calling it out?
Like, how do they? I'm pretty sure like they. I don't know. Chris Duarte. Who are the Warriors picking? That's what I want to know. Moses Moody. Okay, okay. That's solid. That's solid. I like Moses Moody.
What does he play? Like what position?
He's like a shooting guard, but he's like I think he's like 6'5" or 6'6". Yeah, 6'6". Possible like 3-and-D player. I mean, there's always a possibility that they'll trade him, right? Like there's always that possibility that exists. If like something just changes in the next couple days and like just flip them for, because those are actually like two pretty good prospects to that you can like sell for others.
Definitely. I mean, yeah. Who knows how they do this? Like, I'm just so out of loop with this whole the NBA this year. Like, I got into baseball, right? So it's like I'm more like trying to learn more about that I just haven't been like watching or keeping up with NBA as much as I used to.
Yeah, no, it's like this whole like I said, I think that that like these last two drafts for the NBA have been like very quick, and I kind of get like why, this whole thing. Like last year, at least last year I think at the very least like we knew like Lamelo, right? Like we knew like
Yeah.
Lamelo, and we were pretty big on that. But like this year, it's like it you kind of need to like I guess be like
I'm
decent knowledge.
I'm just thrown off by the Josh Primo. Like, still, I'm done for the night, y'all. Like, this is
Get a
I've
pile
never
on,
been.
huh, Omar? Like that's
I've
the
never
worst Lakers
been.
pick I've ever seen.
No, seriously, dude. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, we drafted somebody who nobody knew about. Like, like late second
That's
rounder,
such a
mid second
Spurs
rounder.
thing, though.
And
That's such a
it's
Spurs
totally a
thing.
Spurs thing. I should not have even been surprised, but I'm just like, why? Like, what are we doing as an organization? What are we doing?
That's like remember, that's why I said like they're gonna pick like this like this like European player, but I mean essentially the same thing, right? Like not really a lot of people like knew about him. What if like Pop is just trying to ruin everything on his way out because he doesn't have a I don't know, man. I think you could count down however many years he's gonna be coaching. You count it on one hand, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the worst part is I don't know if Becky Hammond is who the front office is like, yeah, you should totally take over.
I don't think so either, because like they haven't really been very like trying to stop like them. They haven't really tried to like stop her from going for other jobs, right? Like if they really wanted her as like the coach, like they would have been like, oh no, if like don't go interview with them, like this is gonna be your job, right? But it seems like they've been pretty like okay with letting her go.
I think that's more of like, oh well, if you find an opportunity where you could be the first female coach in the NBA, then take it. I don't think it's more like, oh, we don't want you. It's more of you find an opportunity, then we're not going to hold you back from it. And I like that, but if I just don't think the front office is going to go with Becky Hammond in the event that Greg Popovich is like, you know what, I'm retiring. I'm gonna kick my feet up, and the front office isn't going to first think of Becky Hammond, even though she's been there under the wing for so long.
I mean, that's fair. I think. Why did they give the kid the microphone? It's not like he was going to say anything. Oof. The Wizards, the the Wizards added Corey Kispert. They're getting Beal his weapons, man.
Cook.
It's crazy how fast. I mean, you've been into football for a while, Pat, but it's crazy how like in football in the football draft, like if it starts at 5, then like it's 6:30, like we're barely like
Like
we're
5
barely
picks in maybe.
through like the first like 6-7 picks. Like that's what we're in like at the most, and now it's like we're like halfway through the first now.
Definitely. I mean, there hasn't been a single trade though with in terms of like draft picks, right? Like, I mean, right now, like right during this draft, like that there hasn't been one yet, right?
No, I mean there was one that Landry Shamet one, right? Like the 29.
Yeah.
That one was, but that one was like that was like late first, and then that was earlier too. And I guess the Lakers one, but aside from that, I think the Lakers one is honestly the last one. And there's been like a couple second round picks that have been like moved around, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because usually there's like a lot more trades like within the lottery. Like I feel like
It's very refreshing to see Padres fans like very mad on Twitter. It's honestly very, very refreshing.
It's not refreshing.
It's very refreshing because it's like I don't know. You would have thought they won 5 straight World Series the way they talk, but it's pretty funny.
I like the
But
addition of Kispert. Bradley Beal definitely gets that weapon now. And Kispert, if his NBA career ever doesn't work out, dude could be a model with the baby blue suit on. Like Kispert out here styling.
And like, but the thing is that like I said, like they had like legit like no offense, like Ish Smith, but like Ish Smith was like getting major minutes in the playoffs.
And he old. He old. Like he still is Smith, but he old. And he was getting hella minutes.
They had they had that. Then they had Raul Neto getting like solid minutes down the stretch, and it's like what are we really doing here, right?
Before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to recognize Terrence Clark.
you think the Giants have to make a move, right, in terms of MLB, right? Like,
Oh yeah, they have to. I mean, if they're really like they're holding on to their NL West, and it's like the Padres have gotten some trades, the Dodgers have gotten some trades, so like they have to do something. I don't think they can just stay like how they are and just be confident that it'll, right?
yeah, like I've heard them and Chris Bryant rumors. I know they've been in the market for like a pitcher, but I don't know. I feel like they have to do something pretty quick, pretty soon, because like I don't know, you're first in the NL West, like or like pretty much the best division in baseball, and they just haven't done anything.
Oh, that's cool. They did the Terrence Clark thing. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. Damn.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I forgot that they do it at like the halfway point. Do you remember Isaiah Austin from like a couple years ago?
no, I
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't.
was gonna say that's the one that I remember.
So like Isaiah Austin was basically like he was gonna be a first round pick, and like I think he had like a medical condition for like his heart, and then he couldn't, so he had to retire. But the NBA basically did the same thing for him like that year. Like they made him like an honorary draft pick, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Good on them for doing that. Feel kind of bad for the little brother. He just has no idea what's going on right now.
I know, man, it's crazy. And it's like the guy BJ Boston, the his friend, I guess like one of his best friends, like hopefully he balls out. Hopefully he balls out for real though.
Yeah.
Apparently Kendrick Perkins is saying some stuff, but I don't.
Crazy? Because Kendrick Perkins is just crazy. That's why I asked earlier. I was like, why does anyone even listen to him?
Probably not.
But it's crazy because people do. Because like Kendrick Perkins is Kendrick Perkins. But his opinions are so outlandish. Like it's hard to believe anything he says.
Josh, I see your tweets, man. I know you're going through it.
That's why I'm just over here being silent because I'm still going through it, bro. I'm still.
Man, this man has said 10 words since the Spurs pick.
Yeah, he really. You can count on your hands how often you've heard Josh speak.
With a top-rated app that lets you deposit check.
Who's that? Was that you, Omar? That's like a.
There was like an ad that played right here on my computer. I was like, whoa, what is that?
There's some Studio A vibes. Whenever like Miles would play ESPN and all that, remember that?
I remember the Studio A. And you play like baseball or something like over the on accident.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you just hear it like in your earphones, like super loud too. So you guys want to keep going, or we can just end it from here if you guys want. Like, I don't know.
I'm cool with whatever if you wanna.
I'm hopping off because I'm probably not going to be any help. I swear, to you, bro. I'm seriously like I'm still
This
like
man, this man is
I'm talking to my
traumatized.
girlfriend about this right now, and I just don't understand it because I was okay. I was literally gonna fly to like San Antonio for opening day just to see whoever we drafted this year, and I just I, I I'm getting off, you guys. Like no,
That's a
just
good way to
know
end it. That's a good way to end it.
Like
just
this
All right.
know
man,
that I'm feeling it over here.
this man was so excited, and then like ever since this first pick, like he hasn't talked like at all. Like he's just been on mute.
Drained, bro. You know how when something happens and you don't mentally prepare for it. Like how do you
I
deal
was
with it?
literally that was literally me this afternoon when the news started hitting of like the Westbrook thing. I was just like, what do I do now? Like what like what
Yeah,
am I supposed to do with this information?
no idea. So no, I thanks you guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate being on the draft tonight.
Yeah, thanks for showing up, Josh, and anyone that showed up to the
Talk-
stream or is
What
rewatching this. Go ahead, Omar.
I was gonna say, like, we'll talk about if we're into doing the idea I mentioned yesterday. I texted Will and he said like he should be free too, so like maybe we can get like another person for that as well.
Yeah, that'll make it a lot better, but we'll definitely try to do that for sure. Like Monday at 3, we'll try to do another live stream. Just reacting. What is it called? The Mormatorium? Did I say that right?
More, yeah, the free agency more. I don't know.
Moratorium. Yeah, I think
Basically,
it's
they can
moratorium.
basically it's legal for them to say, okay, we signed this player. Like not officially, but like Woj can come out and say, okay, this player signed
Yeah,
me.
like contracts ain't signed, but the teams have shaken hands. It's the handshake deal of the
Basically,
NBA.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll probably be reacting to that on Monday, like around 3. Just see, pretty much just react to what's happening on Twitter, and we hope some of you guys can make it. And also, if any of you guys are rewatching this, thanks for that.